Tonight on Girl Talk, knowledge is our superpower. Former First Lady Michelle Obama and Lilly Singh sit down for an empowering talk about how to achieve your dreams. Julia Roberts, Alicia Keys, and Millie Bobby Brown dish out some serious inspiration in a performance with Kelly Clarkson. It's a night full of girl power, and it all starts right now. Hi everyone, I'm your host, Sophia Wiley, and I'm so excited to be with you this evening for Girl Talk, Knowledge is Our Superpower, a conversation with Pop Sugar, Michelle Obama, and the Girls Opportunity Alliance. The Girls Opportunity Alliance works to empower adolescent girls around the world through education so they can pursue their dreams and transform their families, communities, and countries. They do this by supporting grassroots leaders and organizations across the globe who do this work directly on the ground. Everything you see tonight is in partnership with Pop Sugar, an online destination where young women come to feel happy, strong, and confident to be their best selves, whoever that may be. Tonight, we are asking you to help donate to support the Girls Opportunity Alliance Fund as they break down the physical, cultural, and financial barriers that keep girls from getting an education and fulfilling their potential. You'll see a QR code on your screen that will take you to the Girls Opportunity Alliance Fund, or you can visit donate.girlsopportunityalliance.org. These global grassroots organizations support the girls in a wide range of ways, from giving scholarships to closing the digital gender gap to providing school supplies and textbooks. Tonight, we're going to hear from former First Lady and founder of the Girls Opportunity Alliance, Michelle Obama. She'll be speaking with two young women who have directly benefited from the work of the Girls Opportunity Alliance. She'll also be having some fun answering questions from girls around the world a little later in the show. We also have some serious girl power lined up with a great list of inspiring women, so stay with us. But first, let's take a look at why the grassroots efforts that the Girls Opportunity Alliance supports are so critically important.
Every day, I woke up before the sunrise and began a 2-hour walk to school. The river was difficult to cross. Boys would harass us along the way. When I was 13, I was accepted to go to St. Mary's Girls Secondary School. The school had dorms, so I wouldn't have to walk, but my parents couldn't afford the school fees. Then, my teacher nominated me for a scholarship from Age Africa. That changed my life. Soon, I will qualify as a pharmacist. I'm the first person in my family and my entire village to go to university.
I am so excited about our lineup of amazing women tonight. Here to kick off our hour of girl power, like only she can, is the one and only Kelly Clarkson, performing from her studio.
You know the bed feels warmer, sleeping here alone. You know I dream in color, and I do the things I want. Think you got the best of me, think you've had the last laugh, but you think that everything good is gone. Think you left me broken down, think that I'd come running back. Baby, you don't know me 'cause you're dead wrong. Come on! What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. What doesn't kill you makes a fighter. Footsteps even lighter. Doesn't mean I'm over 'cause you're gone. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stronger. Just me, myself, and I. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone.
This is a show all about the power of education. So of course, we have a class planned for you. But don't think about skipping school just yet. Our professor is the smart, multi-talented, and incredibly funny Marseille Martin. She's going to be teaching us about creating some serious girl power. So grab your pen and paper and don't worry about the test. I've got it on good authority that you're going to get an A.
Welcome to Stepping Into Your Own Power 101. I am your very cool teacher, Marseille Martin. Hello. And today we're going to talk about what to do with that little voice of doubt in the back of your head and how to override it. And you know when you're getting ready to try something new and you're feeling confident and great and you're just ready to go, and then all of a sudden, bam! Your mind just starts racing and you're filled with uncertainty. And you are sure you are going to fail when you fall on your face and everyone you know is going to be laughing at you. Yeah, I have been there. And if I'm being honest, I have been there more than once. But the difference is I've developed some tricks that I like to keep in the back of my pocket. They help remind me how to reclaim my own power, how to remind myself of my inherent value, and that my voice deserves to be heard, even when I feel nervous, scared, or doubtful. See, I know I can feel that way and still choose to step into my own power anyways. And I'm gonna let you know how I do it. Number 1, use your voice. Know that your thoughts and inputs are useful and valuable. It can feel a little strange at first, I know, to use your voice and really speak up. See, it doesn't matter how old you are, or what you look like, or where you come from. Your experiences in this world matter, and sharing your experiences and your thoughts and opinions are worth speaking out loud for everyone to hear. Number 2, take up space. Look, do not shrink yourself or dim your shine to make others feel comfortable. Stand up tall, roll your shoulders back, hold your head up high. Be proud of who you are and that you are just uniquely you. Just sitting up straight in your chair and feeling all good and looking all cute can just make you feel more powerful and confident. And when you feel that way, you project that on others and they feel it too. Number 3, keep negative thoughts at bay. Speak life and positivity in every situation. Look, doubt will always try to creep in, but speaking things into existence is an absolute thing that I live by. The first step to achieving a goal is believing you can. And the first step to believing you can do it is saying it to yourself. Girl, I can do it. Set your mind on your goals. Tell yourself you can even before you believe it. And put those positive thoughts on repeat. And passing the class is living your life to the fullest. See, your body follows where your mind leads. The best part about this class is there is no exam. See, I'm a cool teacher, and staying true to yourself is the test. Reaching your goals and persevering when you don't get there on the first try.
Coming up next, a fun and candid conversation with former First Lady Michelle Obama. But first, a message from Julia Roberts.
Hi. I wish we could all be together today to share this conversation, but I'm so excited that it is Women's History Month. And as we look back, I also want to take this opportunity to encourage everyone to look forward at the future. And nothing I can think of makes a young woman's future brighter than an education. And I just want you all to take a moment to consider reaching out and supporting this organization. I believe in it with my whole heart, and I believe in the future of our young girls. Thank you.
Michelle Obama's work for global girls' education began during her time as First Lady, when she started the Let Girls Learn initiative to empower girls around the world through education. The Girls' Opportunity Alliance launched at the Obama Foundation in October 2018 and represents the next phase of her focus on this issue. We've enlisted a few of our friends to share why this work is so important for girls all over the world. Let's take a look.
When girls get the opportunities they deserve, amazing things start to happen. Poverty goes down,
economies grow, families get stronger, and babies are born healthier. And the world, by all accounts, gets better.
We all know what a pivotal role education has played in each of our individual lives. From forming lifelong friendships to helping us develop the skills and confidence necessary
to voice our ideas and make our dreams a reality.
Access to education has given us the tools we need to create a better life for ourselves and extend those same opportunities to our children.
And now is our time to ensure those same advantages are offered to girls around the world.
But even before the pandemic, more than 98 million adolescent girls were out of school. In the past year, all students have faced great challenges, with 1.5 billion students around the world impacted by school closures due to COVID-19.
But unfortunately, we know that girls are especially vulnerable during times of crisis. And the challenges they already faced globally are heightened in times like these. From child marriage to violence at home, and that, of course, includes access to education.
Early studies predict that 20 million more girls of secondary school age could remain out of school forever as a result of the pandemic.
That's a lot of empty desks and a lot of dreams cut short. We can't let that happen. The stakes are too high.
When we give girls the chance to learn, we give them the opportunity to reach their full potential.
Build healthier homes, and contribute to their country's economies for generations to come.
And all people, both young and old, can be an important part of this change.
By taking action to support their peers all around the world. You are never too young to make a difference, and every voice deserves to be heard.
That's why I hope you'll support girls' education and empowerment with the Girls' Opportunity Alliance today.
And that you will contribute to this work however you can.
Because the future of the world is as bright as our girls. Thank you.
Early studies predict that 20 million more girls of secondary school age who are 11 to 18 may never return to school due to ripple effects from the pandemic. That is why every donation tonight is so important, because it goes to grassroots organizations that are supporting girls directly in their communities. During the pandemic, these organizations have been delivering food, masks, and supplies to girls and their families. They have been helping girls continue to learn remotely by computer, radio, or cell phone, and distributing homework sheets and textbooks so that girls in these hard-hit communities can continue their education while remaining healthy and safe. Your donations tonight will help to ensure that girls aren't left behind as a result of the pandemic, and that their dreams of getting an education are not derailed during these challenging times. While all students have suffered during the pandemic, tens of millions of girls around the world may never be able to return to school at all as a result of this. Please join us now as we work to ensure this is not the case and we keep their future bright. Use the QR code on your screen or go to donate.girlsopportunityalliance.org now to help support the Girls' Opportunity Alliance Fund. Former First Lady Michelle Obama often talks about how pivotal getting a good education was while growing up on the South Side of Chicago. As she has said, education was truly everything for her. Neither of her parents had a chance to attend college, but getting her degree changed the course of her life. Let's join Michelle Obama now as she sits down with Lily Singh and two girls who have experienced the power of education firsthand through the Girls' Opportunity Alliance.
Hey everyone, I am so thrilled to be here today with Pop Sugar and the Girls' Opportunity Alliance to celebrate girls around the world and to talk about the power of education. Real talk, I'm trying to do this every day, so I'm super excited. Now, this issue is personal for me because I wholeheartedly believe that education is one of the most important ways to unlock girls' potential. And I'm gonna tell you, no one embodies girl power more than the young women I have with me today. Legit superheroes. I'm so excited for you to meet my girls, Sonali and Turi Palmway from the Girls' Opportunity Alliance, who are two insanely inspiring students from India and Namibia. They faced challenges getting an education even before COVID-19, and their resilience this past year is nothing short of remarkable. We also have someone else pretty special with us too, my forever First Lady, Michelle Obama. As always, she's been a champion for education, and she started the Girls' Opportunity Alliance at the Obama Foundation to empower adolescent girls to learn. Because real talk, our whole world would be better if they were educated. So Mrs. Obama, how are you doing? Happy Women's History Month.
Well, same to you, Lily. It's great to see you, and it's great to be here with these amazing young women like you. I was blown away by their stories of resilience, but what you and I know Are there millions of girls like these two young women around the world who are finding a way during these tough times to continue to get their education? So I'm so proud of them, and I am so grateful to Pop Sugar for bringing us all together. And my hope is that we will use this time to just lift each other up.
I couldn't agree more. Let's dive right in because I want to hear from these women as well. Sonali, let's start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're from, what grade you're in at school, and about your family?
Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to be here, and thank you so much for giving me such a big opportunity. I'm from Kolkata, India. I'm in class 10 at school. We live in a small room with my mom, my father, my brother Ashutosh, and my cat.
What has school been like during COVID-19?
Our school were closed all year and they did not contact us and we did no study. I don't know how can I keep learning at all. And some people don't have enough money to get their phone recharged and to practice online.
You also got support from Her Future Coalition, right? For education?
Yes, Her Future Coalition sponsored my tutoring, and they gave us a computer for our library. And if they did not support me, I maybe lost my whole year.
And Lily, we have talked about this so much, so many of the challenges that face young girls around the world as they're trying to get an education. So when we're in this time of lockdown, and I know that there are kids in the US that, where parents are worried what's going to happen to them, how are they continuing to learn at home with them no longer having access to their classrooms and their teachers. The same thing is true for these young women in India and in Africa, except the challenge becomes, will these schools ever open up again? That's one of the reasons why these girls' stories are so important.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. The thing that's shining through the screen to me is just the resilience and courage and just fighting for education, which is something we definitely take for granted. Now, Teripama, I want to ask you the same question, which is, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What grade are you in? Tell us about your family. I want to hear all of the things.
Hello, everyone. I am so thrilled to be here today. My name is Teripama Kavawa. I am from Namibia, and I am 15 years old. I have a really amazing family. They are super supportive, especially my mom. She's my number one supporter. She's always been there for me. My mom is basically the only breadwinner. She normally goes out to do domestic work, like she goes iron people's clothes and clean their houses so she can provide for us. But with the lockdown, she couldn't do this anymore. So it was a bit of a struggle because I didn't have the device, nor did I have the internet or the data to see what was happening. So when I finally got the data, everyone was already handing in work and they had already moved so far. And I was a bit stressed because I was behind the whole entire class. So I would spend all night studying. I'll probably only get 2 hours sleep every day because I didn't know how well I was going to perform. And I performed outstandingly. I got the highest marks in my grade because of my hard work and resilience. And I also got an award for most committed to online classes. That wouldn't have been possible without physically active youth providing me with data every week.
I'm so inspired by your perseverance to not only keep going, but to do so well as well. Yeah. Do you have any question you'd like to ask Mrs. Obama?
Yes. When you were my age, can you kind of describe what kind of girl you were?
It's a great question because the reason why I'm smiling over here when I hear your two stories is because you both remind me of me. When I was growing up, I came from a poor working class community. Like you all, I was blessed to have parents who believed in the importance of me getting an education. And that's what I want to just stop with any parents that are listening out there around the world. Having the support of a mother and a father or whatever parent or role model in the house means the world to a young girl like these two and like me. So because my parents worked hard and I saw them working hard and making sacrifices, when I got to school, I always took school seriously because I thought, well, if my parents are supporting me and they're making sacrifices and we don't have that many resources, then I have to be a serious student and work hard and show up every day, not just for my family, but for myself.
There's so many obstacles, especially with the pandemic, which is why I'm so truly glad from the bottom of my heart that you have these local organizations in the Girls Opportunity Alliance supporting girls just like this. Ms. Obama, you were speaking to this as well about how your parents were real advocates for your education too. Is that correct? And the importance of that cannot be stressed enough because a lot of people don't have that privilege.
Right. And as we learn in some cultures, people don't think that educating a girl is worth it. So yes, it is absolutely important for parents out there, particularly fathers, to show their daughters that they believe in enough in them and that they value them enough to make sure that they get the same opportunities that their sons get. And I was fortunate enough to come from that household. I have an older brother who I love dearly. He is smart and gifted, but everything that my father taught my brother to do, he taught me to do. And if it had not been for that kind of support, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
I mean, I love everything you just said, and this is where I get super nerdy and passionate about things. I think the two major takeaways of what you said are, one is educating girls benefits the entire world in so many different ways. It does not just positively impact girls, it will have a ripple effect and then affect communities and countries and the world. And two is that men are definitely part of the conversation.
Sonali's got her finger up. So she's got it.
Sonali, go for it. Please, we'd love to hear from you.
Actually, I think girls are almost like magic, and they have good sense that combines mind and heart, and then they can help to fix planet.
It's true. Women, girls, we provide a special something in the world. A unique combination of intellect and nurturing and warmth and compassion. Not to say that men and boys don't have that too, but we all, are put on this earth for something special in life. Right. And if we don't invest in the specialness in all of us, in all of our children, we're missing out on half the value that, is out there in the world. So Sonali, I think that was an amazing point that you made.
Absolutely. So now, Mrs. Obama, what are the next steps? Let's do some real talk. What more can we do? And our audience that's watching, what can we do to support girls like these two wonderful ladies right here? What are the action items?
Well, first we have to educate ourselves about the issues. And the second thing is that we have to figure out what ways can we individually have an impact, because all impact is important and not everybody can make the same impact. Some out there can write big checks. And yes, big checks help provide resources for organizations like these. But there are young girls in communities right now that can do a bake sale, or they can collect dollars and cents, because every little amount counts. But the one thing that I think we can all do is to learn about the challenges right in our own backyards, because while there are issues happening all around the world, each of us, I don't care whether you live in the United States or whether you live in Australia or in Africa, I don't care what continent you live on, there is a girl or a community of young women that could use our help.
Coming up, our conversation with Michelle Obama continues. But first, Lana Condor and Millie Bobby Brown.
Hi everyone, and a special shout out to all the girls, teenagers and young women across the globe who are tuning in today. Thank you for making the choice to be a part of a very important conversation around education and what this investment means not only individually, but for entire communities all over the world. Ladies, hear me out. We are strong, we are powerful, we are smart, we are leaders, we are dreamers, we are creators, we are scientists, artists, doctors, politicians, lawyers, frontline workers, advocates, feminists, peacekeepers, peacemakers, emergency responders, Basically, anything you want to be is within reach. We are women, and at the forefront of our ability to achieve the highest level of success lies the right to receive and pursue an education.
Hi everybody, I'm Shonda Rhimes. Every person has a story. Every individual you encounter has something to teach you. So make sure that you really try to encounter and look at everybody as someone important, because there's always a lesson to be learned.
It is incumbent upon us all to ensure that girls everywhere have the right to education and schooling, to learn without restriction or discrimination, and to be encouraged to thrive. The Girls' Opportunity Alliance is a boots-on-the-ground organisation and movement that is relying on grassroots leaders, that's you, to spread the message of education as an instrument for positive change and development.
Hi you guys, Lana Condor here. We went to Vietnam to meet so many girls and students, and the experience was just unbelievable. It really was so inspiring to see how much these girls just value and love education. It was also great to see the different organizations that the Girls' Opportunity Alliance partnered with, like Room to Read, because it just shows that the Alliance is collaborative effort where, you know, every organization that can help is welcomed at the table, and it was just really, really awesome to see.
They need each and every one of us to use our voice, financial resources, and in action to lift up those who need it the most, especially during this pandemic, where notably low-income and minority communities have been hit the hardest. So please join me to supporting the Girls' Opportunity Alliance, so to literally allow every generation of girls and young women, now and in the future, to create the biggest footprints this world has ever seen. Thank you guys.
Welcome back to Girl Talk, Knowledge is Our Superpower. I'm your host, Sophia Wiley. I don't know about you, but hearing Sonali and Turi Palmway's stories are really giving me something to think about. Use the QR code on your screen or go to donate.girlsopportunityalliance.org now to help support the Girls' Opportunity Alliance Fund, to support the girls' education and empowerment around the world. Now, back to our conversation with Michelle Obama.
We're gonna do a little lightning round where I'll ask you some quick questions about school, and you all have to say the first thing that pops into your head. Are you ready? Let's do it.
Ready.
So, first question is, and we'll start with you, Turi Palmway. Favorite subject in school?
Biology.
Sonali.
English.
Mrs. Obama.
Creative writing.
Okay, now let's talk about homework. Be honest with me, okay? Procrastinate or get it done early? Turi Palmway, what do you think?
Get it done early.
Wow, can't relate. Okay, Sonali, what about you?
Get it done early, of course.
Mrs. Obama, did you also get it done early?
Get it done early. Oh, I still have procrastination nightmares, Lily. I mean, I am that kid. When I'm stressed, I have this recurring dream that I waited too long and I procrastinated on an assignment, and the year goes on and I just get further and further behind until it's time to, I still have that dream today. So I do not procrastinate. I am so sorry, girl.
Yeah, no, same. I'm glad we're all on the same exact page. Okay, what would you rather face, a pop quiz or an essay? Turi Palmway, what do you think?
An essay.
Oh, okay. Sonali, what about you?
Pop quiz.
Mrs. Obama?
Essay all the way.
100%. Same here. Favorite school club or activity outside the classroom, Mrs. Obama?
Student government. In high school, I was class treasurer. Ooh.
Makes a lot of sense. Sonali, what about you?
Karate.
Wait, didn't I read that Sonali's got some crazy hard
red belt
or something?
Yeah, red belt.
She was I didn't even know there was a red belt.
I told her when we all hang out, she's on security duty. Turi Palmway, what about you? Favorite activity out of the classroom?
Debate.
Ooh, that one's fun. All right.
Yes.
What's one thing you do to motivate yourself when you're nervous or scared to do something, Mrs. Obama?
What do I do to motivate myself? I think about the long-term goal, I think, is it easier to give up because something is hard, or will I be more satisfied and happy with myself if I just push through?
Sonali, what about you?
I like to dance and do exercise.
Cherry Palmway, what about you?
I pray and I sing.
Oh, that's right. You're singing. We got some vocals. Okay, what now? The final question is one piece of advice for students, Mrs. Obama.
Don't let failure keep you from trying to do things that you want to do. We all fail in life. You don't achieve success without some form of failure. So I want students to always work hard and to do their best. But Turi Palmway, like your mother says, when you don't succeed the first time, there's always the next opportunity, right? And you want to keep yourself motivated to try again. Okay?
Absolutely. I could not agree more. Failure is part of the process. It cannot happen without failure. Sonali, what about you?
I like to say that let's all say yes to girls more often in their life. And they need to hear this, and don't let discourage other people.
Wow.
Excellent.
Beautiful. Cherry Palmway, what about you?
I would say the obstacles and challenges you face today, don't let them bring you down, but let them be your push force for you to keep working harder.
Thank you all so much for such an inspiring discussion. I feel rejuvenated. I feel like I've taken so much light from both of you. Thank you so much for being here. Now, this may be Women's History Month, but I'm feeling really good about our future after hearing from you all. And Ms. Obama, any last words about your hopes for these remarkable young women and for girls around the world watching?
Well, Sonali and Turi Palmway, I'm so proud of you. You are articulate, poised, and gracious individuals. Your communities and your families should be incredibly proud. Let us remember that there are millions of young women like you out there, and let's find them and let's continue to lift them up and give them opportunities to use their voice for change.
Go girls!
What an inspiring night so far. Next up, an exciting announcement from TLC's Sean Robinson on behalf of the Discovery family.
Empowering and educating young women is a mission very close to my heart. I'm here tonight on behalf of Discovery Inc., who I'm proud to announce is making a donation of $50,000 to the Girls Opportunity Alliance. But it doesn't stop there. Discovery will also be matching every donation that comes in tonight up to an additional $50,000. So please, go to donate.girlsopportunityalliance.org now to support the Girls Opportunity Alliance Fund and help girls' education and empowerment around the world.
Do you ever wonder about what advice you wish you had heard back when you were in school? Maybe to not worry so much about impressing your crush as crushing that history test? Well, we're giving Pop Sugar's editors a chance to pay it forward and share some of the best advice they got in school and how that advice still rings true in their lives today.
The best piece of advice my teacher gave me was to always advocate for myself.
He had this way of gently pushing you.
She assured me that my perspective mattered.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Growing up and going to public school, I had so many wonderful teachers who really shaped the person I've become.
I was a little bit sheltered and shy and awkward like most teens.
I was a senior in high school, applying for colleges, trying to come into my own self.
I wasn't sure at the time what I wanted to do for a career.
I was lacking the confidence as a writer and being able to think through what I wanted to say.
I was the perpetual new girl because I've moved so much in my life.
A teacher that motivated me was Mrs. Kristen Duncan Evans.
Ms. Baker's advice on confidence really helps me capture my authentic self.
Professor James was really the teacher who motivated me and pushed me to always ask the hard questions.
I met Mr. Siriano in 10th grade. He was my English teacher. He really helped me find my voice during a time when I was a little bit afraid.
My senior year AP English teacher, Ms. Taylor, really encouraged me to chase my curiosity, dig into feminist theory. She was always there to push me to try something new.
Sometimes I'm in spaces where I'm the only one that looks like me. So that piece of advice to always advocate for myself, ultimately, you might be opening up the doors for others as you speak up.
Ms. Baker's advice helped me push myself out of my comfort zone, go after my dream, move to New York, and ultimately become a writer.
Teachers like Ms. Taylor really encouraged me to chase higher standards for myself.
Professor James, because you helped me dig deeper, I've launched my career into journalism.
I still think about Mr. Soriano when it comes to speaking up, when I should be quiet, and who I should be speaking up for.
My advice to young girls would be that while we'll all face our own unique challenges, if you believe in yourself, nobody can take that away from you.
Just find what drives you and floor it.
You are enough. You are loved. And you are the future.
It is so vital for young girls to have access to education because we are inventors, we're mathematicians, we're artists, we're scientists.
When a girl has the tools she needs, she can change the world.
To all the teachers out there giving it their all, especially during these challenging times, we see you, we appreciate you, and we thank you. This segment is sponsored by Pine-Sol.
Pine-Sol is dedicated to giving back to the community by investing in Black women entrepreneurs
who have been the cornerstone of Pine-Sol's success for generations
in order to help accelerate the growth of their businesses.
Coming up next, Michelle Obama gets candid with us in a Q&A with girls around the world. She's sharing about her life as a young student, and she even has some tips for maintaining poise under pressure. But first, a message from Meryl Streep.
I'm here to talk about the Girls Opportunity Alliance, which is an amazing group of organizations linked around the world to make education possible for girls and women. And children raised by an educated mother tend to repeat the cycle into the next generation of valuing learning. So please support the Girls Opportunity Alliance, and let's not lose anybody along the way. Thank you.
Are you someone who dares to dream? I mean, really dream big, like shooting past the moon and stars and into the next galaxy big? Well, you are in good company. Auli'i Carvalho is a girl who knows a thing or two about taking a big dream and making it even bigger. And she's not afraid to shatter some glass ceilings along the way. She's going to share some insight that has taken her on the adventure of a lifetime, from getting to play Moana alongside The Rock to figuring out how to chart her next course. Auli'i doesn't believe in luck, and she's going to tell us why.
I love adventure. Being from Hawaii, I guess it's just a part of who I am. And the only way I've found to go on some pretty epic adventures in my life is to push myself to dream big. No, I mean like really big. Like setting impossible sounding goals style big. And you know what? I've reached a lot of those impossible goals that I've set for myself. But don't be fooled by all the wins that get likes on social or celebrated by my friends and family. It wasn't just good luck that got me there. Don't get me wrong, I'm proud of all of my accomplishments. But a big part of my pride is knowing that I worked hard to create those opportunities. I practiced being confident in myself even when I had some pretty serious moments of self-doubt. And through it all, I embraced the opportunities that came my way, and I used those opportunities to help support other women. The greatest adventure I've ever been on is learning to own my own power. I really had to learn that I'm not just lucky. I deserve to be here. I deserve these great opportunities. I deserve to be confident in myself and my abilities. From landing the role of Moana that changed my life and allowed me to represent Polynesian women everywhere, to finding myself as a young adult, applying for college, and really trusting myself and my own intuition to make my way in the world. Finding my voice and power has been the secret to unlocking the life I have always dreamed of living. These days, I'm really trying to focus my energy on educating myself, listening to others, removing ego if you get something wrong, and it happens, okay? We're all human. I'm taking a more active role, speaking on things that matter to me, and being open to talking and listening to friends and family as we all try to navigate this thing called life. Not being afraid of my own voice and learning to use it has allowed me to tap into my own power and really create my own authentic voice. And most of all, it's helping me grow into the woman I want to become in this world.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama often says that one of the most inspiring parts of her work with the Girls Opportunity Alliance is meeting the girls who have had the chance to get an education and succeed. And very often, they don't stop there. These young women often turn around and help to lift others up with them, whether it's by starting book drives, becoming teachers, or even funding the education of other girls like them. It really goes to show how when you educate a girl, they can transform their families and communities. some young women across the US and the world wanted to ask Michelle Obama a few questions about herself and her life as a student. Let's see what they've got to say.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Stern. I live in Malvern, PA, and I am the Girl Up PA Coalition leader. I'm a high school senior, and my question for Mrs. Obama is, what is one thing you wish you knew before going into college?
Rebecca, thank you so much for that question. One thing I thought I knew before going to college. There's so much I wish I knew before going to college. I wish I knew that there were other kids from around the country that were away from home for the first time and were feeling unsure and uncertain, because when you go to college, you think you're the only one that feels that way. So you feel a little alone. College isn't something that you're supposed to do alone. You have to get out of your dorm room, step outside of your comfort zone, find clubs, join organizations, meet teachers, and build a community all on your own. No one is supposed to get through college all alone. It's a team activity, and you're not supposed to know how to do it before you get there. So those are a few things that I wish I had learned. Thanks for asking.
Hello, Mrs. Obama. I'm Narika from Hot Spell Foundation in Cambodia. So now I would like to ask you a question. For the first one, I would like to ask you, who was your role model when you were in high school?
My role models when I was in high school. Throughout my life, my mother has been one of my biggest role models. My mom didn't get to go to college. She didn't have a fancy job, but my mom had a lot of common sense, and she loved me and encouraged me through all of the challenges that I faced. And just knowing that she is my number one cheerleader was a help throughout my entire life. I was also fortunate enough to have a big brother. I always thought, well, if my big brother can do it, then I can do it too. And he helped me see the strength and potential inside of me. So those are two role models.
Hi, Michelle Obama. My name is Deja Miles, and I am 16 years old. In school, I really struggle with confidence when it comes to saying what I think. Do you have any advice for me?
Oh, that's a great question, because we all have those doubts inside of our heads. I know I did and sometimes still do. I wonder if I'm good enough, if I know what I'm talking about. But here's one thing that I learned to do is to practice your voice. I mean, sometimes exercising your voice is as easy as just doing it. So my challenge to you is to make sure that in every class, you raise your hand and ask a question. And the more you do that, the more you get used to it. And as you continue to do that, class after class, you're gonna get more comfortable speaking up, but you won't get comfortable just hanging in the back. So that's my challenge for you. I want you to tell yourself that in every class, whether you come prepared with a question or you think of it there, that you are gonna raise your hand and say something. And I guarantee you that the more you do it, the easier it will become.
Hi everyone, my name is Danny Antonio. I'm 18 years old and I'm an advocate for women's rights and education with She's the First from Makati City, Philippines. My question is, how can our fathers, brothers, and husbands become better allies for girls' education?
Oh, that is a great question. The role that men, fathers, brothers, sons, husbands play in the pursuit of equality for girls and women is key. We can't do it without them, because we still live in a world where men make the decisions. They oftentimes are the people who make decisions about who gets accepted to a school, who gets hired in a job. So yes, we need more men who understand the value of having inclusivity around the table, to know that that's not just a favor that you're doing for women, that it's a value to the society as a whole, that we will all be better when we have more voices, more educated voices at the table. So yes, we need men and boys and fathers and sons and everyone championing this cause, because we can't do it without you.
Hi, my name is Serena and I'm 10 years old. I'm India and I'm 7 years old. And we're sisters. Mrs. Obama, do you have advice for young people who want to be leaders? And now that you are a grown-up, do you ever feel unsure of yourself?
Oh my goodness, you two are the cutest. Wow, advice for young women leaders like yourselves. I want you to, first of all, believe in your own voices and know that you're important and that you're smart and you can do whatever you want to do. And I want you to practice those messages in your head. And yes, even as a grown-up, I still feel unsure of myself. Sometimes that feeling doesn't go away. You just learn to manage it. So yeah, even grown-ups like me and your parents, we all have our doubts and we all feel insecure at some point. But as you get older, you just learn how to manage those feelings and know that, you just learn to work your way through them. So you're not alone, and it's not unusual to wonder whether you can do something, right? And to be a little afraid or nervous. We all have those feelings. But as you get older, you just learn how to just move through them, if that makes sense. But I know you two are going to be amazing young leaders because you're already so poised and articulate. So I have no doubt that you will do great things.
And now, we asked a few of our friends about what girl power means to them.
Girl power means to me that most unbelievably magnificent magic that only comes from inside of you.
Is doing the impossible. To me, girl power is believing in yourself when no one else believes in you.
Girl power is sisterhood. It's working in collaboration with one another, not competing with one another.
And we all have it. We all have it. It's hard to know we have it sometimes.
It doesn't matter what size you come in, what race you are, how old you are. Knowing that nothing is impossible and that you shouldn't let anything stop you is girl power to me.
Right in you.
That's girl power. I hope you'll take action with me to support the Girls Opportunity Alliance.
Sometimes it can feel a little daunting or scary to be the first in your family to do something, to not have the benefit of seeing someone else before you who has risen to a similar challenge and overcome the odds to be successful. Sometimes you just have to go it alone, but with great risk comes great reward. And the inspiring Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, who beat out 15,000 actors and was chosen to star in Mindy Kaling's popular Netflix series, Never Have I Ever, is going to share with us how she finds the strength to carve her own path and to not let anything stand in the way of reaching her dreams.
Owning my uniqueness has opened the door to a career I never really thought I'd have. It's given me an opportunity to expand the representation other young people are seeing on TV. And by seeing themselves and their life experiences, hopefully I'm finding a way to help others realize that what's unique to you is really an asset and a gift. But I didn't just wake up one day realizing this for myself. I've had to really develop a relationship with myself and how I think to be able to appreciate my own uniqueness. So I'm going to give you the 3 key tips that helped me learn how to rock who I am unapologetically. Number 1, be your own best friend. You've got to start with self-love. It's the foundation for everything. And you're stuck with yourself till the end, so you better start figuring it out. Take the time to get to know yourself. Listen to how you think and feel. Notice your little quirks and the things that make you different. Now, start appreciating all of those things. Stop trying to force yourself to fit in and talk like and look like and be like everyone else you see. Those little quirks, your dimples, your naturally curly hair, or the birthmark on your cheek. All those things you probably pick apart on the rag, they are your secret weapons and the things that make you stand out in a crowd. Practice telling yourself all of the reasons you love them and that you're proud of them and how they are a huge part of what makes you, you. Number 2, don't let others dictate your value. Other people are welcome to their own opinions, but they don't get to call the shots on how you feel and show up for yourself. Listening to others and having a dialogue, even when you disagree, is how you grow and learn and is totally valid. But you always get to choose how you react and how you handle any situation. Don't give up that power you have over yourself by letting other people's words ruin your day. Number 3, bet on yourself. As the patron saint of self-love, Beyonce said, I don't like to gamble, but if there's one thing I'm willing to bet on, it's myself. So take it from Queen Bee and me. Believe in yourself. Don't be afraid to bet on you, your abilities, and your determination to reach a goal and do what it takes to make your dreams come true. Can't expect anyone else to do the heavy lifting for you and cheer you on when the times are rough, because they might not always be there. But you've always got yourself. Believing in yourself and your abilities is what allows you to take the things that make you different and transform them into showing up as your best and brightest self every day, and really owning your uniqueness.
We are almost done with our show tonight. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in and to everyone who has donated so far. But before we go, Lisa Sugar is the president and founder of Pop Sugar. Let's join her at home for some parting words.
Hi, I'm Lisa Sugar, president and founder of Pop Sugar. When I started Pop Sugar 15 years ago, I wanted it to be a place where young women could come to feel happy, strong, and confident to be their best self, whoever that may be. I want to thank former First Lady Michelle Obama, our host Sophia Wiley, the Girls Opportunity Alliance, and all of our trailblazing guests and artists tonight for helping bring Pop Sugar's mission to life, so we can all create change together and open the door for infinite possibilities for young women everywhere. And a big thank you to the Discovery family. Tonight, I hope you'll join us in donating to the Girls Opportunity Alliance so we can create a brighter future for girls.
ខ្ញុំកើតនិងរស់នៅក្នុងភូមិមួយនៅប្រទេសកម្ពុជា នៅទីនេះមុខរបរចិញ្ចឹមជីវិតគឺធ្វើស្រែចម្ការឬក៏ចេញពីភូមិដើម្បីទៅធ្វើការងាររោងចក្រ វិធីដែលអាចគេចផុតពីការងារទាំងនេះបានគឺបន្តការសិក្សានៅទីក្រុងភ្នំពេញ ប៉ុន្តែគ្រួសាររបស់ខ្ញុំមិនមានលទ្ធភាពទេ ពេលមួយអ្នកមីងម្នាក់បានមកប្រាប់អំពីមូលនិធិ Hubswell មូលនិធិ Hubswell បានផ្ដល់អាហារូបករណ៍ជាកន្លែងស្នាក់នៅទីក្រុងភ្នំពេញ ពេលនោះជីវិតរបស់ខ្ញុំត្រូវបានផ្លាស់ប្ដូរ 4 ឆ្នាំក្រោយមកខ្ញុំក្លាយជាស្ត្រីទី 1 នៅក្នុងភូមិរបស់ខ្ញុំដែលបានបញ្ចប់ថ្នាក់បញ្ញាបត្រ
Thank you so much for sharing this incredible evening with us. I hope you'll take the time to join us in supporting the Girls Opportunity Alliance tonight at donate.girlsopportunityalliance.org. Because when you educate a girl, they can transform their families, communities, and countries. The future of our world is truly as bright as our girls.